be honest.
But that's all right. It's me and you. We got a special kind of friendship.
I am not your friend.
Sure you are. Fishing buddy?
Oh boy. Oh boy. No Joe today. It's
Never on Friday.
Friday. Yeah, it's Friday. I lose
Friday is
track.
meth day.
I work 7 days a week, so I'm often unaware of what day of the week it is.
Meth is bad, okay?
Yeah, meth is bad. Don't take meth. And by the way, I'm glad that they made it heroin and not cocaine in the film, because at that time that was the major import that people were sneaking over the border was bags of heroin.
Or growing in Vietnam and putting it in dead GIs' bodies and shipping it to the United States.
Yeah, a lot of the guys got. Yeah, there was some.
Holy
not
shit.
everybody. There was a handful of people who did that shit, and there were American military and CIA.
Yeah,
and some of them got caught,
and also some criminals.
Oh, the criminals were there in Vietnam.
Yeah.
You know,
we did a movie in which they do that. Hamburger
Chuck
Hill?
Norris or Hamburger Hill. No,
no,
I thought that was part of Chuck Norris's
They
film.
did it in several movies, but the most famous one is actually American Gangster with Denzel Washington. Now they
haven't
don't
done that
see
yet.
it. They don't show how they put it in bodies. They just talk about it, and they don't really show it. But yeah.
Well, I was just talking about this, John, that the script for this was about 10 pages, and the rest of it was all. And like he said, man, he was a madman, but a mad genius. And a lot of the dialogue was on the spot and improvised. Like, this is what's happening. Just talk like it's normal. So that scene with the mayor, that's the real mayor of Carson. And he's like, he gets asked the question. Martin was bringing it up before the show. You want to talk about it? What it was that caught
Yeah,
you?
but they are inaugurating a new police facility, a big building and shit. And the reporter asked him, how did you get the money for building all this? And they said, and gets interrupted by the chase.
The chase. It's like, he's like, thank God I didn't know what I was going to say. Like, where did you get that money? Oh my God, that movie. This is a fun fucking movie. Do not go to see good acting. It's not in this. This is done more realistically, where people are people off the street. All the cops are real. The paramedics and the fucking fire department, real. In fact, that scene when the fire department pulled up, they didn't know what the fuck was going on. They were so confused of what was going on.
So it was almost guerrilla.
Oh no, it was guerrilla. But here's the trick. That the director of photography that worked on this film, basically, he shot only on Sundays. And so therefore, Tony Halicki didn't have to get permits on Sundays. And so, because I'm sitting there going, how the fuck can you shoot guerrilla and have actual law enforcement and a fucking mayor involved with your film? And that's how he got away with it. He was cutting every corner to save money. And they did a lot of damage. Oh my God. They destroyed a hotel's main window accidentally, had to pay for it. He got sued and had to pay for the cars at the car lot because those were all real new cars. They got hit. He had to buy all of them. And here, he ran out of money. And as soon as he ran out of money, do you know what he would do?
Print more.
He would go and work on vehicles and sell them. repair vehicles, sell them, and have more money to shoot the film with. That's how he kept doing it constantly.
But wait a minute, Gary, let's step back a little bit. So there's no script for this?
Not
10
really.
pages were written. 10 fucking pages was all that was written when they started
So
shooting.
how did they sneaking if it rains it pours? Oh wait, that's the remake. Never mind.
Okay. Yeah, I don't like that movie.
Oh, I don't like it. We made a whole show about it, and I destroyed it.
The only thing good about that movie is its cast, and that's it. The rest was
Minus
crap.
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, because I don't like
She
her
is
either.
horrible in that movie.
She's
James-
so overrated. I never liked her.
Jimmy Cahn's son Scott is in that, and he's pretty good in it. I liked everybody in it but her. Yeah, the line
Duvall is
in it
good.
too.
Ravisi's good. Fucking Vinnie Jones is
Vinnie Jones.
insane.
The line
But he doesn't have a lot of lines.
No, he doesn't. Nick Cage is always fun. He's always
Nick
fun to
Cage
watch.
is Nick Cage in that movie, and Robert Duvall. You can't go wrong with Robert Duvall.
Ever. And every single actor involved in that film are car nuts. They love fucking cars.
It's just that the script is
Racing.
so fucking awful. The
Yeah.
script is awful, and it didn't
Which
work.
is ironic that they couldn't get a better script when they had better actors.
Yeah.
Like, weird. But she was so proud of it. You know, his widow was the executive behind that. And she sold the idea to Disney. So Disney got involved.
That's why the movie was shit.
Yeah. I would say Disney's the primary reason why it's crappy. And just so many bad effects in it. Near the end, where he walks through the warehouse looking at all those cars, had a day score, all those cars. Yeah. Before he started his Hitchcockian movies like Sisters, Mission Impossible, and Carrie, Brian De Palma had started making documentary like movies like The Wedding Party. That was early. That's 69, I think, wasn't it? 68 or 69. And Hi Mom. I don't remember that one, but I remember The Wedding Party. Because isn't The Wedding Party like one of De Niro's first films?
No idea.
I think it is.
I know Jack Nicholson's first movie. It's
Little Shop of Horrors. Yep. He was the nut job that wanted the long.
He was
hard,
the Bill Murray of back in the day. Yeah.
I could really use a long, hard root canal.
He wasn't a nut job. He was a neurodivergent person.
No, he was a nut job.
I do believe it's 69, so I'm going to look that up. And yep, that's it. And yes, it's Robert De Niro's first movie. I thought so.
And John Whitaker says so. So
Yep. So I was right. Thank you.
No, he's right.
I looked it up too.
Boss, give me a couple of minutes. I'll be back.
Hey, when are you going to start doing that improvising shit that you said you're going to do?
He's just doing it. Literally, not just now.
Maybe.
Okay, so he
You want me
owned
to
a
improvise or
junkyard.
something?
Oh yeah, anytime you want.
Yes.
John, he got all the cars because he owned a junkyard, and it was a very shrewd thing he did because that's how he financed this film: is fixing up cars and selling them to pay for funding. And when he'd run out of money, he'd go repair some more cars and sell them to collectors and shit. And
he
by the way,
stole some.
well, look, I've said this, that there's no way you can know what he knew and not have been a car thief.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way. His character is an investigator in the film too, which I brought up that so many former car thieves eventually work in protection and detection. So I'm assuming that he was a former car thief that became an investigator as a mask to hide what he really does, which is moonlighting as a car thief.
I mean, catch me if you can, right?
Yeah. Which, by the way, they said is about 70% bullshit.
Yeah.
Because they've really taken him to task. That Spielberg should have investigated this guy better before making a movie about him. Before he started, oh yeah, we already did that one. Is there anything else? One near the end where he was? Yeah, absolutely. Also, the Mach 1.
He was a real forgerer.
Yeah.
But his story is way less
interesting,
grand. Let's say.
Yep. Like he got asked one question, which is true. Like, how did you pass the bar exam? I studied.
Yeah. That's probably the only thing that was correct. I don't think he was I don't think he pretended to be a doctor.
Nope.
If I remember correctly.
That was The Great Pretender that did that. The Great Imposter, which was featured in a Tony Curtis film. And he did pretend to be a surgeon. And he saved lives. He actually really saved lives, that guy.
Because he looked at it at a book, like the textbook explained everything. So I said, okay. It's so weird, these stories. But yeah, it didn't really happen to the guy with the forged checks.
Yep. Well, he ended up working with the FBI.
He's still working for the He is still working for the FBI.
He got out of prison by doing that, by working for the FBI and helping them catch fraudsters. And it's a very good way. Hackers do the same thing. Like if you've got a good skill that can help the Department of Justice, FBI, or even the military, they'll fucking hire you.
I mean, I don't remember what is called his code name, but there was an Israeli guy who literally hacked his way into the FBI, like literal hacking the FBI. And immediately they put him to work at the Israeli army. And when he got out of the army, the FBI called him up and was like, come on.
Can you come to work for us?
Yeah, come on. And he's still working for the FBI, if I'm not mistaken.
Not surprised. Of course, Mephisto is here with us today, so I got to play his video.
Man, is there anything more common in these times than a rural Jew?
Rural. There's a word. Rural. Like, what a weird fucking word.
Bless you.
Yeah, it is a weird word.
It sounds like you're trying to say another word. Rural. What? What word are you saying? Rural.
Tartlet.
It's just
the word has lost all meaning.
Yeah, it's such a weird word. And I grew up in rural Illinois, and then rural Virginia. So the first thing I want to show you guys is, of course, the interview with Ronald D. Moore. And Ronald D. Moore, the same Ronald D. Moore that was in Star Trek, writer, then quit Star Trek, pissed, and went and did Battlestar Galactica in the 2000s. And then he works on some other shows, some of them good, some of them I don't like. I am not into The Outlander, not into it. That's for women. And then, of course, I like the first season of For All Mankind. After that, it's just DEI garbage and not interested in it. And but boy, he had a period where he could do no wrong. And now I get sick of his fucking writing. But this is an interview with him talking about working on the screenplay for the sequel. And he will also tell you basically what happened to Halicki.
Break before Star Trek, I was working at a company called New World Pictures, which specializes in independent films. And I was working in the international servicing departments, shipping prints.
Be honest, low budget independent films
and tapes around the world to people that would buy films for their territories. My boss at the time started dating a man named Toby Halicki, or H.B. Halicki, as his title, as his credit would read. And he was the man responsible for the original movie Gone in 60 Seconds, which was made in, I think, 1974. Toby was a car thief. Toby financed the original Gone in 60 Seconds. He told me this, and the guys around him told me this, by stealing cars. Stole cars, financed the movie himself for like 100 and change, 150,000.
Told ya.
74. He was a maniac. He was
Like I said, he also used his owning a junkyard as a front to cover up thefts.
uber guerrilla filmmaker that would literally do things like take a bunch of cones and some cars and go down to Long Beach and block off the road and do a stunt and then pick up all the cones and get away before the police showed up. And he did this whole movie, distributed it himself, he financed it himself, put it out there in the days when you could really do that as an independent filmmaker, and it made millions. It made millions internationally for him. And it was all his. So it made him an instant millionaire and a minor sort of cult figure in certain car circles. It was about a specific Ford Mustang that people just went crazy for. And years later, he decides he wants to do a sequel. He wants to do Gone in 60 Seconds 2. So he's dating my boss. He's looking for a writer. And my boss knows that I want to be a writer and I haven't gotten a break yet. So she hooks us up. And I agreed to come on and help him write the script and also be a co-producer on the script. And this was going to be my big break. Toby was completely out of his mind. I mean, he was like a screamer, and he was one of these guys that liked to sue people. He was very litigious. He would sue people at the drop of a hat. He didn't use a lawyer. He would file all the papers himself. If he couldn't park his car at the Marriott Hotel where he wanted to park it, he would then sue the Marriott Corporation and send them letter after letter after letter until they would finally send him some money to shut him up and send him away. And I was like helping him do this because that was part of my duties. And so I'm helping him write the script that he was sending pages over to my office periodically. And the story was going to be his character's name was Mandrian Pace. And Mandrian Pace is hired by a mysterious cartel to steal several exotic cars from around the world, like from a boxcar in Moscow and from a sheik's palace in Saudi Arabia, and all these like wild exotic locations where Mandrian had to go in and steal a car. But it was all a ruse because the last car on the list was a Mercury Sable. And the engine of the Mercury Sable was this amazing engine that was going to put all the oil companies out of business because it was going to get like 150 miles a gallon. And the oil companies had actually hired Mandrian Pace to steal the car. This was the movie. So, but it's like, this is the job I'm writing. I'm trying to do the job. I'm trying to write the script. And at some point, we flew back to upstate New York, where Toby originally was from, to Dunkirk, New York, which is up by Lake Erie. And his family still lives there. Like Halicki Towing is still a thriving business in the city. And we're like scouting locations. And there was a abandoned factory complex that he wanted to do a stunt at. And there was a big old factory complex, and outside of it, or in the parking lot, was this 150-foot water tower in 4 legs built in the teens, much like the Paramount water tower out here. And the idea was Toby wanted to do a stunt where a tractor trailer in the middle of a chase, of course, because the whole movie was a big chase, would come flying into this parking lot and slam into the water tower, and the water tower would come down and crash into a parking lot full of cars and big explosions and flames and dogs and cats living together, with mass hysteria. So we're looking at this thing, and it's like, oh, this is a big water tower. And we're talking about how we're going to do this, and Toby says, well, my friends down at the welding shop will, they'll bring it down. And I was like, what, are you kidding? I mean, you're kidding, right? I had no experience making movies. I knew you needed like engineers, you needed like a whole safety crew, that this was like a major thing to bring this water tower down. And Toby being Toby starts yelling, and you don't know what you're talking about. I was making movies when you were a kid, and I've never had an accident on any of my sets, and how dare you? And like yelling at each other in this parking lot. And he wins the argument, of course, it's his movie. So we fly back to California. A couple of weeks go by, and now we're like fighting all the time about various issues because it's just like, it's getting crazy. And finally, Toby fires me. And it was a remarkably amicable firing. I mean, he came in, brought me in and said, I don't think this is gonna work. I'm gonna have to let you go. And I was like, okay. I was sort of grateful at this point. And we parted ways, and our relationship was such that I was even able to come to him and ask him for a loan to help me get another apartment because I was getting kicked out of my apartment and I need to get a deposit for a new one. And Toby would lend me the money. I knew I had to pay him back or he would sue me. So it was like, so that was okay. So time passes, and it was right in this interval, about 3-4 months later, that I sold my first professional script to Star Trek. And suddenly my career is taking off, and it's like, I put the craziness of Gone in 60 Seconds 2 behind me. I'm like doing the thing, and suddenly I get this phone call one night from Ron Halicki, who was Toby's brother. And he said, Toby is dead. I was like, oh my God, what happened? He said, well, we were doing the water tower gag. I said, oh no. He said, yep. So what happened was, they do the water tower stunt. And the plan was, here's the water tower on these 4 legs. The plan is, cut this leg all the way through, put a fake one in here, tractor trailer comes flying in, hits the fake leg, and at that moment, they had these big cables tied to the top of the water tower running to a bulldozer over here and a bulldozer over there. And at that moment, the bulldozers would chug forward and they would pull the whole water tower over. Okay, action, tractor trailer comes in, leg goes out, nothing, doesn't happen. Can't pull this thing over. It was built, in the teens when they built these things to last. So, Toby and his buddies from the welding shop go out and look at the water tower. What should we do? So they decide, maybe we should start cutting this leg. Cut it almost all the way through, put a pin in it, and at the right moment, we'll yank the pin and pull the tower over. So they get the cutting torches and they start cutting on the leg. And at this very moment, news crew from local station comes to do an interview with Toby. And they're interviewing him, like a tight shot on him, but right behind him is the water tower. And you can see sparks coming off the leg as the boys are cutting away. And Toby's looking into the camera and saying, when this is all over, I'm going to sue the city of Dunkirk because they made me take out a $10 million insurance policy to indemnify the city. And I have never had an accident on any of my sins. And you just feel like the hand of God starting to move somewhere in the heavens. And they stop the interview, and the news crew has no sooner left than suddenly the tower comes down. And the tower isn't actually what killed him, in point of fact. In front of the water tower, there were these 2 telephone poles on either side that didn't have any wire on them because they had taken it all down when the factory was abandoned. But Toby, always striving for authenticity in every way, decided to string wire between the telephone poles so it looked like real. So what happened was the water tower collapses prematurely, and it came down, it catches the telephone wire, and the wire pulls over a telephone pole, which landed on Toby's head. And he was the only guy even injured in the entire production. It was an unbelievable case of karma in some weird way that just came back around, and that was the end of the strange tale of Toby Halicki.
That shit's crazy, dude. And this is the other version of the story told by his widow, Denise, who is, by the way, a Kardashian, and she even dated a Kardashian, third cousins. So it was legal and stuff, even weird, still weird to me. But
Did they also play the banjo?
I don't think anybody in the Kardashian family has actually any talent, so no.
Oh,
probably.
yeah. I forgot. I'm sorry.
All right. To when you speak. Okay, can you give me your first and last name, please?
My first name is Denise.
And the last name?
Is Halicki. It's actually Denise Shakarian Halicki.
And spell your last name.
Is Halicki, and it's Denice.
Okay, that's good to know. It's a little bit different spelling. And you're one of the executive producers on this.
Yes, I am.
Great new movie coming out.
Absolutely.
Why did you decide to remake Gone in 60 Seconds? I mean, the classic cult version has been so successful.
It's a crappy movie, the remake.
Which is a lot of money, even back then.
I should have watched this interview before doing the show.
Well, we were actually making what was Speak Gone in 60 Seconds too, exactly 10 years ago. And Toby, my husband, who did the original, we had over 400
Wait.
cars.
Could you pause?
And he very sadly was killed on the set.
Did she say we were doing Speed, which was supposed to be Gone in 60 Seconds too?
That's what she sounded like she said.
It's a lot of money, even back then, especially back then.
I'm just checking.
So what was the decision?
Well, we were actually making what was Speak Gone in 60 Seconds too, exactly 10 years ago.
Oh, no, she's talking about the movie that was shot in '89 that he died making.
And Toby, my husband, who did the original, we had over 400 cars and was to be the largest chase scene ever done. And he very sadly was killed on the set while we were doing the remake. So after that, it's been a long time coming, but of course, to continue that legacy and memory, we wanted to do a remake.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, hopefully it will be just as accessible to a different generation this time. How many times have you seen the original? And do you ever get bored of seeing it?
No, I don't get bored. And I don't think I can count the amount of times.
Think quite a few?
Yeah, absolutely.
I bet. How will the remake differ from the version that your husband starred in?
You can tell she's related to the Kardashians because she doesn't know how to count.
And directed.
Well, obviously, there's a lot of things that he did in the movie industry, so they'll probably take everything that he's done then and just intensify it that much, 10 times more. Some of the action stuff will probably be more dramatic, and but it'll be the same car crash stuff.
Yeah, a lot more special effects probably these days and age.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But they're still in there racing those cars.
Yeah, absolutely. What's the fascination with racing cars, crashing cars?
It's just, I think it's born in guys. It's just they love it from when they're little. I have a little nephew that when he was just a little boy, he loved cars, and I think there's just something about cars and guys that just can't get away from it. So the guys on the set, whether it's the stunt guys, Nicolas Cage, they love cars. They're just Giovanni Ribisi, they're all into cars.
What was
Jerry Bruckheimer, that's the man. He is completely into cars. So it's out of their passion and their love also that this is happening.
What was your reaction when you heard that Nick Cage would play the main character?
I couldn't have been more thrilled. It's an honor to have him actually doing this. After 10 years to have him doing the remake at this point, someone who loves cars like he does and has really put everything he has into this. He's very much a part of the whole process, and it's quite an honor to have him. And he's very kind and very sweet, and he actually sets the whole standard for the set. He does, and Jerry Bruckheimer and Dominic Sena, director, the cast and the crew. It's quite a great team. Really, the best you have on the set.
Absolutely. Yeah. What do you think Toby would have thought of a remake?
If only they had a really good director.
This cult classic.
Well, if he was here, he'd be right in the middle of it. He'd be standing over by Dominic Sena.
And maybe a good screenwriter.
What do you think of this shot? Or he'd be wanting to drive the cars with Nicolas Cage. Or
her husband would have stolen the cars on the fucking.
Legacy truly some of the best in the industry from every level.
Yeah, Bob Iger, like, I swear, I parked right here.
I don't think it was Bob Iger back then.
No, Bob Iger wasn't there. It was
Eisner, right? 2000?
Eisner. Michael Eisner was still there. Yeah.
It was quite an honor. It was a great honor, actually.
Which I will give credit to Michael Eisner for the lack of creativity that he has. The guy really pushed to make a lot of movies that Disney normally wouldn't have involved itself with.
Yeah.
Did he do a lot of his own stunts in the original?
He did all his own stunts. You could not keep him away. He wrote, produced, direct, starred in, and the famous jump in Eleanor, just like we're going to have a famous jump in this one with Eleanor. He was right in that car. Yeah, doing that stuff.
Well, appropriately, today marks the 10-year anniversary of Toby's death. How do you feel? What's going through your mind?
Actually, there's always a sadness. Anytime you lose anyone, that is a great tragedy, but that's part of what life is. And for me, that was really a life-changing moment for me when that happened. And obviously very sad, but here 10 years later, exactly on the day, to have this awesome tribute to his legacy is like a dream come true. He really was the American dream, what he accomplished, the cult classic. And then to turn around and then 10 years later, to have Jerry Bruckheimer, Nicolas Cage, Dominic Sena, and all these wonderful people involved is really a tribute. And actually, I woke up this morning with a feeling of joy. It's like, wow, we did it. We made it. So this is really a
She's like, oh my God, how much money I'm going to get from this fucking movie.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
By the way, this movie fucking tanked.
Can you tell me what happened 10 years ago? You had just shortly gotten married. Right?
Yeah, this is where she's going to describe his death. It's
so
different.
And
This is totally different from the way that Ronald D. Moore said it, what happened. And she was actually there, even though she didn't witness it. She was elsewhere on the set. And she came running up and then found out what happened.
Well, she walked away from him seconds before it happened, basically.
Yeah.
Before
so
you
think that, what?
Before you press play, so he wrote it, starred in it, directed in it. Did he also have a line, I did not hit her?
No, he really did everything, even the music.
Wait a minute. What are you referencing? I don't get that.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Well, he didn't write the music.
Yeah, right.
But there's a different movie there's a different movie we covered this year, which is called Champagne and Bullets, and the guy actually did write the music too, and it's fucking awful.
Awful? Yeah, okay.
It's just terrible.
This is where she gets into the details, and remember when Ronald D. Moore told the story, he said that the tower collapsed onto the fake telephone wires or power lines, and that snapped one of the poles, and it fell and hit him in the head. She's going to tell it slightly different.
it took quite a long time building our life together. We were building a dream home. We were going to both star in what was to be Gone Too. And we ran off and got married just 3 months before he was killed. So I really was a bride and a widow in the same summer, which intensified it even more. And it was a very tragic accident. on the set where one day someone's there and then the next day
But they had been together for 6 years.
they're just not. I mean, one moment you're talking to them and all of a sudden they're just gone. And it was very tragic. But
Did something fall?
what happened was there was a water tower, 160-foot water tower, and there was a semi truck that was going to hit the water tower and bring the water tower tumbling down. And just a few minutes before, I started to walk over to Toby and hand him a cigar, as a producers have to have their little cigars. And there was a 16-year-old boy right in front of him. And the 16-year-old boy, I just happened to hand the cigar to him instead, and turned around to walk away, which probably saved my life because Toby probably would have had me with him. And I heard someone scream, "Denise, run! The tower's falling!" And you don't have time to look around. This is no movie. You just run. And the next thing I knew, when the tower had fallen, I heard someone scream, "Get an ambulance! Get an ambulance!" And they said, "Who is it? Who is it?" And I start running, and they said, "It's the boss. It's the boss." And so I ran towards him, and I heard a voice scream out, "Keep her away!" And I thought that was him. I said, that would be like Toby. He would be hurt, but he's okay. But he wants me safe. And so they pulled me back and said, he's okay, but he wasn't okay. What had happened was a cable connected to the tower snapped as it started to fall, hit one of those power poles in New York, and the power pole came down, and as he was running, hit him. And so he was killed.
And that is the version
The character Memphis has
that is featured on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Yep. Now, somebody brought up Naked City. Who was that? Let me get the comments here. Start.
I'm just going to bring this up because we're 10 minutes late anyway.
There it is. I found it. So there's a 1948 crime movie called The Naked City, and it kind of feels that was the first film to approach law enforcement in a film in a very realistic way, which is why that film also feels so gritty. And yeah, it was shot with that almost a handheld camera kind of feel to it. It was a good movie. It ended up not only making bank. Oh, this is something that was borrowed later at the beginning of Kill Bill, when the sheriff pulls up, his dashboard is covered with the exact same sunglasses.
I know why you said Mad Max, because Mad Max starts exactly like this.
Yep. Mad Max and Fury Road even more so, because it is nothing but a car chase scene. It's 90% of that movie is just chase.
Yeah, and Mad Max was guerrilla filming too. They did not have any permits or anything. They just went into the outback and did their thing. You could not pull that off today.
I mean that's not fair.
Let me tell you,
the original Terminator didn't really have any permits either.
No, they didn't. That was guerrilla filmmaking too. But I got to tell you, with Mad Max, what a lot of people don't know is that George Miller is a medical doctor. He's a doctor of medicine, an MD. And he served in Australia. You had to have an MD to be a paramedic. And he served as a paramedic. And he saw a lot of fucking accidents on that highway. And all of those accidents inspired all the accidents in the film. But this movie clearly was an inspiration, because there's no fucking way, with the way it starts, that it's not inspired by this movie. And you brought it up, because it starts the exact same fucking way.
Yeah. And it's so weird. You talked about the Halicki's death with the telephone poles, and that's the first thing you have on your slideshow is a shot with a car looking at one water tower, two the telephone poles.
Crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and get these little bullet points out of the way. So I wrote these down. The 1980 film The Blues Brothers featured extensive practical car chases and massive destruction of vehicles, heavily influenced by the 1974 film Gone in 60 Seconds, which redefined cinematic car chases by shattering records for the numbers of cars destroyed. The 1977 film Grand Theft Auto, shattering, ironic, directed by and starring Ron Howard, was part of a cycle of car chase movies heavily influenced by the success of H.B. Halicki's original 74 film Gone in 60 Seconds. This film, of course, also launched Ron Howard's filmmaking career. George Miller has rarely cited the 1974 Gone in 60 Seconds, which means he had cited as a direct influence. The Mad Max franchise was heavily inspired by the car culture of the 70s, especially in Australia, American Westerns, and the kinetic, pure cinema style of silent film stars like Buster Keaton. Even to a greater degree, Mad Max Fury Road. The car Eleanor, which I really kind of want to bring up these graphics first. So the first graphics I'm going to bring up are from Gone in 60 Seconds. Boom. Now, I thought it was funny when they put out this version on DVD that it was with the GTA logo they used for it, which is not.
That logo is the GTA logo, the game.
Yeah.
It couldn't be from 1970.
That's the original. No, that's the original.
Yeah. That looks like the 70s one. Yeah.
And that's the original logo. And then, of course, we've got Blues Brothers. And my God, the car wrecks in that thing were just amazing. And one thing a lot of people don't know is some of those things, like including driving through the mall, some of the damage that was done, they never paid for.
Why do you have the German poster for this, Gary?
Because it's the Blues Brothers. Everybody knows they're German.
Das wüsteste Team seit what? Weird.
I just like that poster art of them standing in front of that cop car. And then I want to bring up some pictures of the real star of this movie. And
she also has the main credit, Eleanor.
Yeah.
Now,
look at those lines.
Now, I'm going to break everybody's heart here by telling you that the Eleanor stunt car in the film is not a factory-produced 1973 Mach 1. Halicki, who is a master mechanic, he got the 1971 Ford Mustang sports roof modified with the 1973 grills and blackout paint to resemble the Mach 1 for the film. And which I kept going, did he really fucking destroy that car? Like, oh, good, he didn't. Like, I really fucking hate that. Gene Barris, or not Gene Barris, Gene Winfield and Walter Barris were both guys that were known for doing shit like that, where they would take the chassis of another car and put a fiberglass version of a more expensive car over that cheaper chassis and destroy the shit out of it. And that's kind of what he did here with this movie. But look at that baby. That's in film, and of course, this is the remnants of it on display.
Meth, not even once.
Like, goddamn, man. Goddamn. The way that car looks at the end. By the way, that big slow motion stunt at the end of the film, when he goes over top of a car, comes down and hits hard, he actually destroyed the pavement when he did that and fractured his spine.
Yeah, but the only thing he wanted to know when he woke up, because he was knocked out, and when he woke up, the only thing that was of interest to him is, did we get the footage?
Did we get the footage? Did you get the shot?
That guy asked to die, how he died.
Yeah, and I do want to point out that when they were talking about it, they said he had a limp for the rest of his life, which was not very long.
Which was about 5 more years.
Yeah. Like he died in 89, so you don't have to worry about that compressed spine anymore. But I got to tell you, I really fucking like his work, man. He also did a movie called Junkman I've seen. I like that movie. And I like what he did, man. This is a guy who loved cars and liked to do high-speed chase scenes.
Yeah. Fuck the acting. It's all about cars.
Yeah. So, Gone in 60 Seconds is a cult classic known for its ultra-realistic guerrilla-style filmmaking, because it is guerrilla filmmaking, featuring a 40-minute car chase, one of the longest in film history, beaten by Mad Max Fury Road, if I recall correctly. Written, directed, and starring H.B. Halicki, the film used real bystanders and frequently real accidents in the final cut. The biker scene None of that was acted. They actually thought those cops were harassing a guy, and they went over, and it was all caught on camera. So, like I said before the show, I said basically the movie itself is a documentary of the making of this movie. When you break down each one of the shots. Also, every single shot looks like it's shot documentary style of real events and things happening, these parties and shit, the wedding. Everything feels like it's real. And of course, the acting in it makes it feel real too. It doesn't look like actors. It looks like people just talking the way they normally talk. You have the real mayor of Carson in the film. And he has like one of my favorite lines in the film is, and Martin does a better job describing it. It just cracks me up. That because the reporter asks him a question, and like, where did you get the money to build the new police station? And he's like, and he's saved by the car chase.
Fury Road did not beat the chase scene. This is the longest.
It didn't. Okay.
According to AI, yeah.
Okay, real accidents in the film. The scene where the Mustang hits a light pole at 85 miles per hour was a real accident. Halicki was injured, but kept the footage in. He was injured twice in the film. He was injured in that scene, and he was injured with the jump.
And he was the only person injured, right?
Yes. Many police officers, firefighters, and paramedics in the film were real, as were the bystanders, often completely unaware there's filming even happening. And because Rick Kramer filmed mostly on Sundays, so Toby didn't have to pay for the permits, the roads were open. There was a lot less traffic on the weekends. The final jump, the one where he's coming into an automobile accident where people are supposedly injured, and he just jumps that fucking car and comes down hard on his nose. And he suffered a compressed spine fracture. Yeah. And he hit so fucking hard, people could feel it for up to 100 yards away. And it left a complete fucking crack in the road that had to be repaired by the city. And how he didn't get sued for that, I don't know. And again, it's fucking real cops chasing him. It's crazy. And how he got away with that without paying for permits was it's on Sunday. That shit's nuts. That's fucking nuts. My other favorite moment is with the fire department when they pull up to that accident in the third act, and they're confused, like what's going on? They couldn't figure out what was happening around them, and you can see their confusion on camera. Budgeting. Halicki did his own stunts and was known for doing whatever it takes to get the shot, including financing the film himself by constantly, okay, we're going to say it, stealing cars for real, fixing them up, redetailing them and everything, and reselling them to fund the film. So he was really a criminal. He was a criminal. And Ronald D. Moore confirmed that in his interview. The model of Eleanor was a 1971 Ford Mustang sports roof designed to look like the 73 model. And there is a 73 model in the film, but it's not the stunt car. Surviving cars. The main stunt car, nicknamed Eleanor, survived the filming and still owned by Halicki's widow, Denise Shakarian Halicki. Modifications. The car was equipped with a NASCAR-style roll cage to keep steel skid plates and a 24-volt electrical system to ensure it kept running at all times. Let's see, and some fun facts.
She owns it, but it's on display in some museum. I forgot which one.
It's in a museum.
You can actually go see the car.
It belongs in a museum.
What?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Where'd it go?
I agree.
I could have sworn I had it already added here.
I got it. I got it, man.
Thank you. One got it. One.
Well, I was so focused on finding the photo. It was missing, so I didn't even hear what you said. I couldn't hear it. It belongs doing in a museum. Oh, that's a good line, Raiders. Or Last Crusade. Last Crusade. There's the car. Still Meth said in a museum where it belongs. And this episode has been brought to you by Backdoor Beaver with real beaver anal gland butter.
Fuck off.
It's whipped to perfection. And by the way, next week we're going to have the real thing.
I can't believe you blew $10 on that shit. I mean it.
It was either that or a bag of sugar-free Snickers bars.
Yeah, that would have made more sense.
Yeah, the maltitol just give me the shits for a week. And if you guys don't know what maltitol is, go
My
look
God,
it up.
meth is red.
Fucking meth.
All I heard is he blew $10, and I was like, oh.
Martin just got off the phone with MDCR, application for MDCR. I don't know what that is, Part B. What is that, Martin? Do you know what that is?
No.
Well, she says can't make any doctor appointments until this is fixed, so I'm guessing it's insurance stuff.
Oh, man. I'm sorry to hear that, Penny. Damn it. That's fucked up. Let's see. John Whitaker. I'm from upstate New York, Rochester, baby. Dad worked at Kodak, super top secret stuff. Yeah, his office, I think, is where we're supposed to send our film when I lived in Virginia to New York to get the porn film that Craig and I shot. And we got scared. We were afraid to send it up there, afraid the FBI would arrest us. So we didn't send it because we were under 18. So, but we were the directors. The actors were over 18. And
was it soft or hard?
It was a bit of both. It was a bit of both. A lot of making out on camera. And everybody had masquerade masks on. So
okay, Penny says that is Medicare.
Yeah.
Medicare, okay.
Brought to you by Obama.
Obama. Obama. The original Last House on the Left and The Hills Have Eyes both have a documentary style filming. Yeah, I like that about the films. I like Wes Craven's early work. Gone in 60 Seconds, aka What Happens to Gary's Penis. Yeah, it's a wreck. It's a wreck.
Vicious.
The remake wasn't great, but I'll use anything as an excuse to watch Angelina Jolie. I think you're the only male here that likes her. Like none of us.
I'm not a male, and I don't like her.
I do like her.
Angelina Jolie in the movie. She looked horrible, and
I don't think she's good looking at all.
She did not act.
She can't act.
She's not an actor.
I wouldn't know. I didn't watch the movie.
Is she one of the repulsive aliens from Deep Space Nine? Wait, I always get Kardashians and the Kardashians. Kardashians. There are a lot of jokes about that.
She could have been a great T'Pol in Enterprise.
All righty. So Awesome One is a breach of the back door. So let me find one for him. There you go.
I'll take the front 9, you take the back 9, and we'll meet back at the clubhouse.
I love
There
that
you go,
movie.
bud.
Man.
Yeah,
2.5 minutes to save Anna, 3.5 minutes to save the world. 600, side by side.
Side by. I fucking love that song too. Fuck, man, what a great movie. All right, let's see. Anything else? The fact cars could be banged up like that and still run tells you everything you need to know. Well, I also got to tell you, one of the reasons or ways that they kept them running was running a powerful electrical system through the car to make sure that the engine continued running, even if it was damaged. Because like the car still ran after he smashed the fucking front end and got that spine compression fracture. And watch that scene. It's all in slow-mo too. So you see him spin around, back up, smoke coming off the fucking tires, and it's ready to fucking go. Oh man.
Okay, we have this from Sonori, which by the way, I need to run his video, but not before.
Thank you,
this one.
Snort. I had it stuffed myself. $10. That was a cheap BJ. What can I say? It was the 80s.
Okay, here we go.
Agree with you with Dr. Strangelove, not so much with 2001, but there are some shots in it that feel like there's a third person filming everything. You actually feel like there's a third person, even though we know that's the director, but it feels like it is documentary. Like like when he has to get back in the ship. Oh, that scene is so intense. Open the pod bay door, Hal. I'm sorry, Dave. I can't do that. Arguing with fucking AI. Yeah, great. Snorty also had some backdoor action there. In fact, cars could get banged up like that. Yep, and still run. Yep. Okay, there we go. And then Snorty's
Just
excited
buy a
about
German
something.
car. They're still great.
I have my lifelong Jolie. Oh, don't worry about it, man. A lot of people like her. I can't stand her. I think she's fucking psychotic. There's something wrong with her.
Oh no! The ones who admire her body are we all know she's crazy as fuck.
Yeah.
Do not get confused.
Yeah, we're not confused. We know she's fucked up in the head.
We're not confused here. No, we're not. I see Tom Baker is over on Rumble.
Yes.
And we can't see Rumble here for some reason. Which is
Oh,
annoying.
because the platform is
They're not
partial to
cooperating.
another platforms instead of Rumble, maybe.
Like, what the fuck is she chewing, by the way? The wife.
I don't know.
It looked like she
Tobacco?
had like a mouthful of tobacco.
Tobacco? It looks like
Big
she's
black mouthful of something. She's chawing down on.
big, black, and brown.
Oh god.
Look at her mouth. Look at her fucking mouth. Look at that. Like, what the fuck is she jawing on?
It's just some chew. What the fuck?
Yeah, and she's bitching about him, and she's got a mouthful of fucking nasty. Like, what the fuck, man?
It looks like she's about to make him some water with sugar in it.
Yeah, her character is clearly a fucking bitch. Like, anything he does is not good enough. Take the dog out and you stay with him. Don't you come back in this house. Well, that, of course, makes me think of John Allen Cole, who died yesterday. The guy who wrote Take This Job and Shove It.
Shovel it.
No, Shove It. Well, you might have got it different over there in Israel.
No, it's from Demolition Man.
Oh,
you can take this job and shovel it.
And shovel it. Yep. And then he corrects him.
No, he doesn't even correct her. He said, "You can take this job and shovel it." Okay. And they get in the car and they drive off.
That is a movie I'd never watched.
Demolition Man?
No, this one.
Hackers?
Yeah, I've never watched it.
Oh, you should watch Hackers. It's pretty good. You
Well,
know
it's
what?
got Johnny Lee Miller in it. I mean, it's everybody in that film I like. I just never watched it.
You know what? I say, and it's a great opportunity because it happened to me several times. Set something for it to sit down and watch Hackers and do a show about hackers, and you'll see that you have a different feeling about like making the show and watching a movie for the very first time. It's a great feeling, actually. It is.
The movie Hackers.
Yeah. Just make a show about hackers. That way you definitely have to go and like watch it. And then watch it for the very first time. And then your experience is very sort of raw because you don't have any sort of attachment to it. You don't have years of, mulling it over and thinking about it and all that stuff.
Well, I've just added it to my view list. It's number 1 on the list right now. So
it's a whole different show to make about something that you've seen for the very first time. It's very And it's not like a new movie that you went to the theater and watched. It's a completely different thing.
Right. And I remember having a chance to go see it. And what was it was 1995. What films opened in 1995 same time as Hackers? Because I ended up picking another film and I cannot remember. This is such a weird one. Wow. Because in 95, you had, right around the same time, you had Hackers, The Net, Johnny Mnemonic, and Virtuosity.
Yeah, sounds about right.
That's really weird. But.
And I don't think they all have something in common, but they all have different aspects of it.
Who the fuck puts a tiger in their backseat?
Right.
And it's not even a full-grown one, by the way.
Yeah, it's a cub.
It's a cub, but what the fuck? That thing is still about as heavy as a small adult. And it's like, and then he leaves the door open, the thing comes running out, and I'm like, fucking shit. I remember, because I hadn't seen this movie in years, and I forgot about this. And I'm watching it with Anima, and I went, no, shit, fuck. Oh, no, no. I would shit myself if I turned and looked back and there's a fucking tiger looking at me.
Well, also, knowing how he filmed this, imagine how people react to suddenly seeing a tiger run around, not knowing there's a movie being filmed.
I wonder how much
Holy
money
shit.
was safety was spent for safety on that. Like nothing.
Zero.
No.
Zero.
Because he never had an accident on his
Absolutely
set. Remember?
Yeah. Well, you know, what's her name? Melanie Griffith's mom owned a sanctuary, her and her husband.
Yeah.
And Melanie grew up in a sanctuary with fucking wild cats in it, tigers, lions, and shit. And so they made a movie about it, and there is real mauling shot in that fucking movie.
Yeah.
Guy's scalp gets lacerated on camera by
Wow.
teeth from a
That's
fucking
insane.
lion.
The movie is
Lioness.
called Roar.
Oh my fucking god, that movie!
The movie is raw as fuck. I think a monkey fucked somebody up on that movie too.
Well, the reason it was done was so they could make more money to support their interests in protecting animals, wild animals. And but in the process, they did some fucking damage to doing it.
Oh yeah.
For people doing it that maybe aren't the right people to do it. Good God, that one guy gets mauled on his back when he's running. They're like, don't run from him. He'll just, okay, never mind. He's got you. Never mind. He tackled him to the ground. Somebody help him.
We were gonna do that movie in we set a month of production hell movies. That was one of the movies that we were going to do, but we sort of replaced it. I think we replaced it with the Twilight Zone movie, because that movie, behind the scenes, was so fucked up.
Only for one film, for only one segment.
I know, but
John Landis,
it's
man,
the most famous one.
And what's always made me mad is that John Landis took a majority of the heat when it should have been Spielberg. Because it's because of Spielberg that they were breaking all the rules.
I'm not so sure.
He's the one that was
let's just say
pressuring
this.
them.
It wasn't really Landis's fault. It was a lot to do with
they were shooting after hours. The kids shouldn't have been there.
Spielberg was responsible because he pushed for the production to haul ass. Let's just say that.
Yep. He was pushing them.
No.
And so Landis ended up breaking the law by doing that, by having them there after hours when the children weren't supposed to be there, and doing a stunt that had not been prepared correctly. And when the explosion went off it created an updraft, which makes the helicopter lose its buoyancy and balance, and it goes sideways, and the blades came right down on the two kids and him. And just fuck, man. That is production hell right there. You're right. That is production hell. This chasing is actually fucking hilarious. A fucking tow truck with a car behind it being chased by a squad car. And like I said, a lot of this shit wasn't planned out. He had the general idea what he wanted to do, and then they would go kind of do it. And whatever happened, happened. Please tell me you got it on camera. That's all he cared about.
Yeah.
God damn, Vic Morrow. And you know who his daughter is, right?
No.
No.
Jennifer Jason Leigh is Vic Morrow's daughter.
That's why she's crazy. She's
a little touched. Yeah. But she
well, that explains a whole big part of Hateful Eight.
she is really, I gotta tell you, dude, she's good in that fucking movie. And what I love,
she's herself in the movie, man.
There is a fuck up in that scene because I love Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell tells his story. It's fucking hilarious. He goes, every time I hear this story, the guitar gets more expensive every story. Like it's like the fisherman, story, or like, oh, it got the mud was so bad it was 2 feet thick, and by the time you hear the story brought back a year later, it was 5 feet of mud, or is 30-pound bass. It just the guitar was worth like a few $1,000s, and then by the time it got back around after a year, that thing was like a priceless guitar that he broke. But it's so funny. She was told that was an expensive collector's guitar. And Kurt Russell fucking breaks it on camera, and the look on her face as she turns to the crew and director, when she turns and gets that look on her face, like her mouth is like wide open, she's like it's funny as shit because that's caught on camera, raw. That was her reacting to him breaking the real guitar, not the stunt prop. And Kurt Russell didn't give two shits. I love that about Kurt Russell. Doesn't give a shit. It's like, that's not my problem. That's production's problem. This guy, so clever. And by the way, some of the things that they did in this film, it eventually caused a problem later because duplicate keys, how they would steal cars, ended up being watched by real car thieves. And they learned new techniques from watching this movie of how to steal cars.
Smart.
And yeah. But of course, he's a fucking car thief. So he's just showing what they actually do. I think that's fucking cool as shit. You got too many nannies out there that, well, you shouldn't show people how to do that. You might look, if they want to find out, they're going to fucking find out. They really want to find out. Stop pissing and moaning about it. Whiny bitch. Also, this movie has a crap load of sideburns, and I fucking love that.
Yeah.
Man, I miss sideburns. I sometimes let my sideburns grow out, but you guys can't see it because it's white. I have white fucking sideburns.
If I don't see it, it didn't happen.
It didn't happen. That's right. I don't see it. God, that guy looked like Captain Kangaroo for a second there. By the way, other real people in it, the guy who he's his partners with in the movie is the guy who actually owned the real Eleanor.
Oh.
And it's funny because there's kind of an inside joke that he's the one talking throughout the film about the stolen car, and it's actually in real life his car. The station wagon that they crash in this film actually belonged to a friend of the filmmaker, Tony. And he didn't damage it on the exterior, but he got that bitch up to over 100 miles an hour, and it blew the engine. So he had to replace the engine. Also, this film has the famous Datsun Tower featured in it in one scene, which I thought was cool. To my knowledge, it's the only film to feature the Datsun Tower in a movie. I mean, giving a full view of the open suitcase so you could see how to set up your kit is crazy. And they do show everything. You don't know what if you don't know how to steal cars. Yeah. That's a good one, John. There are no actors in this fucking movie. You can tell if you watch it. You can really tell they're not actors.
Because it's not about the acting with this movie.
Definitely
By the way,
not.
I'm going to say this right now. That guy right there is the inspiration for MacGruber. MacGruber. Come on, you guys know what that is.
I know about MacGruber. I've never seen one skit or the movie, but I know who MacGruber is.
That's it. Our friendship is over. I'm done with you.
I'll get some fire too.
He goes away. I'll leave.
I didn't want to press the X, but yeah.
That's when the bromance ended.
Wasn't it a massive flop?
The movie MacGruber?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I enjoyed it. Val Kilmer was hilarious in it. The skits were so fucking stupid. That's what made them funny, because they're just like, what the fuck is he talking about? Like, that won't work. Manta. It kind of reminds me of the Coyote, which was featured in Hardcastle and McCormick with Brian Keith and the kid. I can't remember his name. Like, who's going to drive that on a street? You're just asking to get keyed. Hey, is that Will Ferrell?
No.
There's the guy.
Looks more like Peter Sellers.
That guy is the guy I was talking about. That the real Mach 1 belongs to him, Eleanor. Awesome one. We armed that old Gary. Good grammaring. Hey, it's Al Yankovic. Tim is here. Yes. What the fuck is Gary talking about again? Some rich jackass, maybe.
Hi, Tim.
Give me a full view of the episode. Yeah. Hello, Tim. Hello, awesome one. Hello, Vickman's girl. Well, in 1995 is kind of where we're all starting to use AOL, utilize chat rooms, and realizing MapQuest rules. Of course, there were mad computer movies. And that's referring to what we were talking about earlier with hackers and all that shit.
Yeah, I started before that.
The MacGruber movie may have been one of the SNL skits that just went too far. Yeah, I never found any of the skits funny, but I did find the movie funny. But that's because of the other people, not Will Forte. I got to be honest, I don't really find Forte all that funny. He's amusing. I find him very amusing, not funny.
I saw a clip from, I think it was from The Boys, where Will Forte is in one of the episodes, I'm guessing, because I've never watched the full show. And he says something to one of the characters, and one of the characters just says, "Shut up, MacGruber," and they keep going on with the scene. And I was like, Nobody caught that. Nobody just caught that. Because I wanted to see. You see, sometimes you see clips on Twitter and you see the comments, and all the comments are wrong. So I was looking for somebody to say something about MacGruber. None of them said nothing. I was like, really? I'm the only guy who caught the MacGruber line? And I haven't even
by the
seen
way,
the fucking movie.
He's in season 5, episode 5. I think he's only in that one episode as a fictionalized version of himself. And that's why the guy says, he is Will Forte.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So that makes sense.
All right. So MacGruber, no, it's a play on MacGyver. It's the whole idea behind him is he's like MacGyver, but he's an idiot. He's a functional idiot. MacGruber movie may have been one of the SNL skits that just went too far. Yeah, I just didn't find any of the skits. I saw them all. I stuck to it all the way through till they got rid of Tina Fey. And when Tina Fey left, I didn't find Weekend Update funny. Weekend Update is why I watch SNL. I loved the fake news. And it got too political for me, so I stopped watching. Slanted one direction. The Manta reminds me a lot of the car in the movie Wraith. Yeah, that's a movie we need to do, by the way. I like that fucking movie, despite it having Charlie Sheen in it. I like the movie The Wraith.
You don't like Charlie Sheen?
He's not a fan.
Okay.
I told you. You were here when I said I told Del Dye. I was sitting there, and he's worked with Charlie. So I said, just so you know, nobody else has to know this, but a lot of people talk about if they could go back in time, they'd kill Hitler. I'm here to tell you that if I could go back in time, I would kill Charlie Sheen right before he made Navy SEALs. And Dale lost his shit at the table. Like, what the fuck did you just say? Julia's laughing. I went, I'm not saying I'd really do it, but I've thought about it a lot. Because, man, I can't stand Charlie Sheen in Navy SEALs. That movie could have been good without him. It really could have been. Michael Biehn, Bill Paxton. Come on, man.
Well, I can't imagine him pulling off playing a soldier. No way.
Well, he was a soldier in his first film. Yeah. His first major role was in the movie Platoon. Dale Dye worked with him. And he was good in it.
Really?
But I'm like, as a Navy SEAL, fuck no. Michael Biehn, he's got it down. Bill Paxton's just good in anything he does. He played God in it, the sniper, Overlook. And I got mad when they smoked him. I'm like, God damn it. No, you don't kill Bill Paxton.
Tell that to the Terminator.
God killed him. But that's for real. Yeah, the Terminator killed him, but nobody knew who he was then. Once he became a known actor, you shouldn't kill Bill Paxton. He's a fucking great character actor. I never saw him as a leading man. He was really just a good character actor. And then I saw One False Move, written by Billy Bob Thornton. And fucking
you mean
shit.
Bill Paxton or Charlie Sheen?
Bill Paxton.
Oh.
Bill Paxton. I'm on about Bill Paxton. You don't kill Bill Paxton. And in the movie, I had never considered Bill Paxton a leading man. I never could see him that way because he's just a really good character actor. And then they make the movie One False Move, written by Billy Bob Thornton. I forget the black director's name. Very good director. And Bill
John
Paxton
Singleton?
is, I don't think it was Singleton. Hold on. One False Move.
Doesn't sound like a movie Singleton would do. That's why
1992, man. I was still in the Army when this thing came out. What a fucking movie, man. Directed by Carl Franklin. And it was written by Billy Bob Thornton and Tom Epperson. And Billy Bob is in it. The cast is really good. You've got Bill Paxton as the town sheriff, Cindy Williams, Billy Bob Thornton, and Michael Beach all play the criminals that end up in his town, and they end up in a massive shootout. And the FBI don't get it, and Bill Paxton's got to go do the FBI's job because they fucking failed. And at the end of the film, you know, because he's a small town sheriff, so they treat him like a fucking podunk nobody, and he's the fucking hero at the end of the film.
He's a hick, but he's also from French Lick.
Well, it's Texarkana, I think, is where the story takes place. It's right around Texarkana.
That's Larry Bird, by the way. The hick from French
from
Lick.
French Lick? Yeah. The hick from French Lick. Fucking love Larry Bird, man.
I used to
Nobody
hate him.
talk shit like Larry.
I hated him because I was a Laker fan. Yeah.
Oh, see, I've always been, I've always been a Notre Dame and a Celtics fan. They say Celtics and it's wrong. It's Celtics. But I love that team. I love Larry Bird. I loved when he would talk shit to Magic Johnson, or he talked shit to the other dude. What's his fucking name?
He talked shit to everybody.
I loved it when he showed up at one game and he looks and he's like, "You're only going to cover me with the new guy." And they're like, "Yeah, you're the one that got covering me." He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, that's a fuck up." And then he fucking just lays that guy flat with a layup. Just goes right through him. And he turns and looks and says, "You going to put some more people on me?
He used
Give
to
me
do that
something
a
to
lot.
play against?" Oh my God. Nobody could talk shit like Larry Bird.
He told Charles Barkley in front of Charles Barkley's coach in Philadelphia that, like, what you're doing is disrespectful. And they're looking at him funny. Disrespectful? What are you talking about? It's like, you're putting the white guy on me? You're being disrespectful.
You've not played him yet.
You're being disrespectful. Holy shit.
I love those stories. What's so funny is, in particular, Magic Johnson and Larry Bird became best friends. They were like frenemies, and both their mothers knew each other. They developed a bond, the two moms.
Really? I mean, Larry Bird's mom was a fan of Magic Johnson.
No, that's just
she
it.
Made him, because they were going to do a commercial together where, like, they put each other as rivals, which was great for the commercial, right? So she made Larry invite him to come and eat at the house, because they were shooting at Larry's basketball court. The same basketball court that you actually see in Blue Chips. It's so wild. And she invited him in the house, and right in front of Larry, she told Magic, "I'm your greatest fan." And from that sort of encounter, that kind of made them much more friendly. But it was sort of at the tail end of the rivalry between Lakers and Celtics.
Now, it's really sad. I want to point out something unrelated to what Meth and I were just talking about. I paused here because there's a Ford Pinto on screen right now. And this is actually back before Ralph Nader proved the danger that Pintos were. But if they had known when they made this film back in '73 about that, that would have been great to have one of those things explode like that, being hit from the rear.
Man, EA would say that is, the car doesn't explode. That's a surprise mechanic.
Yes, Powers Booth is another actor, Shanatsky. I agree with you. I've been a big fan of his for a long fucking time. Ever since he did the TV show Marlowe. I fucking love that guy. What an actor. He scared the shit out of me when he played Jim Jones, though. Ooh. Now, if I'm talking about sex, it's nailed in the rear, Tim. Get it right. Get nailed in the keister. The Ford Nova. Yeah, I love that word, man. Keister. Yeah, I nailed that old broad in the keister. Right in her keister. Just that's a funny word to me, keister.
Does that count as a breach?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That is a total fucking breach.
Okie dokie, here I go. Let's see. Let's see. That can. Oh,
Let's go out the back way. Keep those IDs coming.
Keep
To
those
keep
ideas
on-
coming.
yeah, ideas. Right.
Yeah, Alpha. Yeah, I'm absolutely
Hey.
a car nut too. I love the Chevy Nova, man. And didn't they change the name of that in South America?
No, it was called a Nova.
Was it called the Nova? I could have sworn
Yep.
somewhere in South America they had to change the name.
I have no knowledge of that.
I did many breach comments already. But the thing is, we don't read half of what you write off someone.
Yeah.
I'm only teasing you. I don't catch everything, buddy. I'm sorry.
Okay, so another one for awesome one.
Yes. Kim.
Check around and see if there's a back door.
I love how he's pointing at Thompson at the soldier when he's telling him what to do. Like, no fucking trigger and weapon discipline at all.
No.
Okay, there's another stunt, by the way, Meth, that blew my mind. There's a scene where you see the detective out in the field and the car comes rushing at him. That was not planned. And he had to move fast or he would have been hit on camera.
Well, he moved, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He fucking moved his ass.
He also moved his
there you go.
keister.
He moved his keister.
What have you done?
I'm beginning to be too tired for this.
Yeah, you're hitting. You've already been an hour and a half, dude.
I know.
That's longer than normal for you. But I do want to mention that Springfield, Missouri has one of my favorite classic car weeks. And they do it throughout the year, especially during the summer. And you'll just see nothing but a parade of classic cars driving through town. And it's something to behold. And Anima, absolutely, you're going to enjoy it. A lot of them go to Candy's or Andy's. I'm sorry, Andy's, which is an old style car hop, ice cream and malt shop. And they go there. People park and they, have their food and their ice cream. And it's just like a whole family thing. You'll see whole families out there. It is one of my favorite times of the year when we have our little car shows.
I've never been to one, but my dad has been invited to multiple ones because he's a collector of old cars. But to my knowledge, he never went.
It's the most wonderful
time
of
God.
year.
Fuck you. I hate songs like that. All that modern Christmas trash. Yeah, but all these modern Christmas songs are trash.
That's not
Fucking
modern.
mainstream pop. No, I like the classics, like the ones that have been around for centuries. That's the Christmas music I like.
Now I know why you're so small, Anima. It's because of the black hole that it sits where your heart should be.
Yeah, you
My
know what?
goodness.
Fuck off.
That's like,
Oh my God! Even Tom Baker say Anima became even grumpier.
oh my God!
That's an expected effect for prolonging Gary exposure.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes,
I'm engaged
I
to
agree.
that thing above me.
She got cold for her birthdays too.
I shall see tomorrow. Awesome one. Because tomorrow's my birthday.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
It's already tomorrow.
No,
For
not
you,
yet.
it is.
I got 36 more minutes. I'm an hour behind you.
I'm tired.
Yeah, me too.
There you go, Anima. Tim, wish you a happy birthday.
Oh, you can do that
Wish her
tomorrow, Tim.
tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll
Tim-
have a show
Tim's-
tomorrow.
He's like, "Happy birthday down under."
Yeah, right.
So you had a 74. The oldest cool car that I ever owned was not a muscle car, but it was a beast. It was it's a gift from my uncle, and it was a Buick, and it was a behemoth. It weighed about a ton, and I couldn't believe it. My ex-wife Lori, when she was pregnant with Benjamin, she had come by to visit me at work. I was working the overnight shift, driving back home, and she went through a four-way stop. She stopped, started to go through, and the guy sped through full speed, hit her in the front end of the car, left only a minor scratch in the paint, destroyed the front end of his car. And the only thing she got was she bounced up into the visor, and where the visor connects to the car, grabbed a bit of her hair and pulled a chunk of hair out of her head. And that was it. Fine. That car didn't affect the alignment or anything. That was a beast of a fucking car, and we sold it when Benjamin was born. Boy, that car saved her life. That one's to you, Anima.
Yeah, no.
74 Mercury Cougar with a 351 Cleveland V8. Nice.
My favorite. I once had a classic 72 Javelin. I love that car.
Hold on, guys. Here's my answer to Tim.
Some pictures of civilian casualties.
Fuck you, Tim.
Oh, come on.
Say, Tim.
I told you happy birthday.
I have a favorite car that I've always wanted to have just as my thing to go tool around in, which was a 1972 Mustang SS. It is the best fucking sports car I've ever seen. It had like a 351 cubic inch V8 engine in it. It was. I love that.
I'm gonna show you the car.
Oh no! Oh, a car.
I'm gonna show you the car that I remember as a kid. This was my not my first car, but it's the first car that I saw my parents in, that I've been in as a kid. It's not this shiny though. It never was that shiny. I've shared it. If you want to pull it up,
Martin,
on it. There you go.
It's I think a 72 Ford Cortina. It's called Cortina.
Cortina, yes.
That's the car. That car
nice
smelled like you wouldn't believe. And it still had the back seat was like the one, and the front seat was the one. I don't know how. It's supposed to be a two-seater up front, but it wasn't for some reason. I don't remember why. But I was never allowed to be on front. All right. And on a classic car note, I'm going to bed. Happy
All right,
birthday,
buddy. See you later, man.
I don't know if I'll see you guys tomorrow. Probably not, but of course I'll send.
Probably in the chat. If I see you, it's in the chat.
My peeps will be coming. My peep, I guess. Not peeps.
Your peep.
Most of my peeps are going to see your peeps once you start the show. But I'll see you.
That sounded so peepee.
Very peepee. Big peepee. Right, I'm gonna go.
Good
Bye,
night.
man.
So Not the first car of my childhood, that was a Mazda, but the car that I will never forget is my mom's Fiat Panda that every winter we had to push until to where the road went downhill because it wouldn't start in the cold.
I haven't heard the name of that car in years. I have forgotten about the Fiat Panda.
Oh, it was a thing back then.
I had a 1970 Toyota Corolla that I really liked. Two of my favorite cars I've ever owned were actually Japanese. I had a 1970 Toyota Corolla, and then I had a 1989, 1990 Honda Accord that had the flip-up lights. And I loved that baby. And I got it dirt cheap from a girl that had to sell her car because she was like leaving campus and she couldn't leave with the car. So
Man,
she
my
sold it
mom's
to me.
favorite car was a Toyota Starlet. And not even her driving could kill that thing. But she got rear-ended by a truck and that destroyed it. Yeah.
Well, I told you what happened to my Honda Accord.
She got a lot of money though, because the truck driver was guilty, and then she bought a dog, a breed dog, Bella. She was
Well, it's sort of the same thing that happened with us with the Honda, because my Honda Accord is the car that we were in when that Chinese guy hit us from behind at a stoplight. Like he just drove right into us, like we weren't there, and it broke the bolts. I wasn't driving. Tracy was driving.
What?
It broke the bolts in my seat, and I ended up in the back of the car. And I jumped up out of the belt, checked her to make sure she was okay, and then I ran back to check the Chinese guy to make sure he was okay. And I just happened to speak enough like Chinese to speak to this guy. And then he's like trying to say, you're right green. And it's like, no, dude. And the cop told him finally, even if the light was green, you don't get to drive through a stopped car. You have
right.
But the problem was there were witnesses that were pedestrians that almost got hit because of what he did. They had a walk. They were walking across in front of us. And he drove us completely across the intersection. That's how hard he hit us. But we replaced it with another Honda Accord, which I loved. And eventually she destroyed it by, I gave it to her to drive while I drove the Jeep. And she, with a family of mechanics, didn't know how to fucking read oil stick, the dipstick.
Damn.
Like,
That's
I mean,
bad.
everybody in your family is a mechanic. How the fuck do you not know how to read a dipstick? Well, it says there's got oil on it. I said, it's on the edge, not on the main body of the stick. It's dry. There's no oil in the fucking engine. It's locked up. It's destroyed. The engine's gone. And it wasn't the last time. She did it twice.
Can't believe you let her drive after this.
Well, we had a term in as a paramedic, and the cops use it too. It's called DWO, driving while, and you figure out what the O means. I had a Chinese roommate that wasn't allowed to drive whenever we went around town. He goes, "Oh, I'm a good driver." I went, "No, you're looking at everything else but what's in front of you." It's like I've never seen him look at the traffic in front of him, the road in front of him. Like Paul, sweetheart of a guy, but good God, that guy. Like his eyes are everywhere. Oh, look over there. I'm like, no, stop it. And every single vehicle accident, motor vehicle accident I was in, I was struck, and every single one was Asian. Every single one.
That's racist.
Yeah.
Fact. People could say the facts are racist, but I'm not. I'm telling the truth. It's a fact. God, these chase scenes are so insane.
Especially when you know how they did it without permits or anything. They just went there and shot them. And people around them had no idea what's happening.
Yep. And, you know, going back to George Miller with Mad Max, they knew there was no supervision on those highways. You're on your own out in those highways. And that's how he got away with that guerrilla filmmaking out there.
We have a meme sent by Tim.
Oh,
There you go.
let's see.
Oh, that's
Oh, God.
yeah.
We
like
do not.
one time.
That's what
Here at
Austin
PCF,
wanted to
we
say.
do not endorse the contents of the meme shown in the show.
Yeah, the opinions of the audience are not those of the one time that I actually hit somebody, it was still their fault because I was in the left turn lane at a light, and this Chinese woman tried to pass me on the left, going into the opposing lane at an intersection. I'm turning because I'm in the turn lane with the arrow, green arrow, and I start to go left, and she tries to go around me to the left, and we hit noses, and I'm looking at her like, what the fuck are you doing? She goes, what are you doing? I said, following the road sign. This is the left turn lane. Why are you going around me? I could not go around the other side. I said, yeah, because that's where the other cars are at, where you're supposed to be. Stopped. Because only I get to go with the green arrow. It's like, I always enjoy the cops when these accidents happen. Every single time. The cops are just fucking laughing like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I know. Oh, a variation of that joke also would be a Chinese person in a automobile shop. Would be the equivalent of a bull in a China shop. Now I know they're not all. It's clearly a generalization, because yes, there are fucking Chinese car racers that are amazing drivers, and they even have stuntmen that do amazing stunts with cars. We saw that in the Hong Kong films. Jackie Chan, all of them. John Woo. A lot of cool car stunts. Yeah, the panel still thinks it. That's right.
Hey, shots are free.
Look at that car gradually getting destroyed through the film.
Yeah.
Just
that was
keeps
painful.
Going.
That was painful.
I felt so bad for that car.
The thing that's great though is it's not actually a real fucking Mach 1, and it's the sport roof.
Well, also they had two. They had one car that had the cage inside and shit for the stunts, and then they had the pretty one for the exterior shots.
Well, the Hero one is the real car, and they did not damage it. It never got damaged. It's only the stunt cars that got damaged. I also like the use of the real police dispatch.
Yeah, that was awesome.
By the way, there's a really great shot of the what's the train station? Grand, not Union, Grand.
I
don't know.
I cannot help you there. I don't know.
I know it's in LA, but that's about it.
Oh shit. Union Station, not Grand Union, but Union Station. So you see one end of the station in the film. This is it right here. So this is when the fire truck pulls up, and it has absolutely no idea what the fuck is going on here. And they're real fire department.
Man, the destruction in this movie.
Oh, they
we pause
killed
for
so many cars.
98.
Yeah.
And
They
have we
liked them
seen
enough to
any?
name them.
Oh, there they are. The black kids and the Billy.
Oh yeah, the payoff is right at the end of the movie. The car finally
Yes.
catches fire.
Man, if I get the guy in the Mustang. That's another thing that this movie got right. It was the humor. Man, when the police arrest the owner of the car wash because he matches completely the description.
Right.
The clothes, the eyes, the hair color, but because he was wearing a wig.
It definitely has humor. Look at Happy Frozen Gary.
No, I was just reading up on something. Because it does not give an actual shooting period because there were so many periods where they weren't shooting and then they would come back to shoot. So there's no estimated time how long the shoot was for this film.
Well, given
There's
that they
the
shot
mayor.
on Sundays,
This is
it
the
wouldn't
mayor
make
scene.
sense anyway.
This is the mayor scene. That's the real
Yeah.
mayor. Real cops. Yes. How can you afford to put up this new police station?
He wanted him to look like a real
that's-
politician. I like that.
Yeah. Asking him a question he doesn't know the answer to. Look, I don't know. You just got to throw his brother. We got the 74 Cougar for $105 at an auction at his police department. We hit 150 on I-95 racing from West Palm to Miami. Ooh. Be careful doing that through Virginia. I-95, man. Those state boys really fucking like watching for speeders in Virginia, especially Northern Virginia. This is the real bikers. And once they understood that this was just a movie, they did this scene where they're coming up to the gas station. Because they thought this was a real moment, catching this cop rousting this guy. And they start giving him shit, and it made the cops nervous. And finally, after they were shot a little bit of it, that they were like, "Hey, man, I'm not really in trouble. We're making a movie. That's the camera over there." And they go, "Oh!" So they shot the additional footage of them. This is the car dealership where they ended up doing damage to some of the vehicles, and he had to pay for the damaged vehicles out of pocket.
Well, he paid the whole thing anyway. And he made so much money with this movie.
Man, we need sideburns back, man.
Not really.
How about no?
Yeah.
I like them.
Well, my sideburns turn into my beard, so welcome. Yeah, bring them back.
And by the way, the version that we're watching is, of course, the cleaned up edition that she paid to have cleaned up, with additional footage at the end of the film and a dedication to the production.
You see them driving around in that car. And she's having fun. I would be terrified being in that passenger seat.
Oh, yeah, that was on the set for the new film. And the stuntman got to take the original car that was in the museum out onto the course and start doing donuts with it, with her in it. And she was just enjoying herself.
Well, look who she married. So.
Oh, I know. No.
She's
Oh my
got to
God,
be
look at
into
those
it.
gas prices. Just kidding. The car dealership. This is great.
Ah, shit.
Shit, what?
Mildred's, my wife flight is delayed. So she'll be home.
How many
March.
movies for this could have 15 to 20 minutes scenes with no dialogue, all car chase? The closest to it was Bullet, and with Steve McQueen. And Steve McQueen's film Bullet is considered the father of the modern chase film, but this is considered the mother of the car chase and crash film. And in between, there's a little movie called Freebie and the Bean, which also has some amazing car stunts done in it.
Every time you say the name of that movie, I go to There's Something About Mary. Maybe at the beach.
How do you have? I don't understand. How do you have the Frank or the beans above the Frank?
Oh,
it just makes no
I
sense.
don't
How'd
know.
you do that? It's fucking funny. And that's real California Highway Patrol, man. Fuck. How he got away with this shit and did this blows my mind.
Different times.
Yeah, you should have shut up earlier, Tim. I went all over that. I explained how this movie inspired Ron Howard to make Grand Theft Auto, which was his directorial debut. Show up on time, bitch.
Oh my.
Freebie and the Bean is also pretty much the father of it is the father of the buddy cop film. It's the first buddy cop film.
When are we doing that one?
I've wanted to for a long time. I thought didn't we do something about it?
No.
I know I've shown it clips. I've shown
yes,
clips.
You have shown clips. Specifically, the clip when they got the car into the apartment.
Yeah, he has to look outside the door to see what floor he's on. He says the car is an apartment, gives the number of the apartment, and then he pauses. Hold on. And he opens the door, looks at it, he goes, 3rd floor.
I have an inkling that I might not like that movie.
Here you go, Tim, for that one. It's not just the weirdest, it's the longest opening scene, 40 minutes for Police Squad. Da-da, da-da, da-da-da-da-da. I love Police Squad's theme, which was stolen from M Squad with Lee Marvin. It was, in fact, it was a parody of the show, and they even spoofed the theme. And I love both songs. Count Basie wrote the theme to M Squad. Yeah, with Rex Hamilton as as Abraham Lincoln. Tonight's special guest star, Carl Malden, and he just rolls dead in the street in front of the camera. That's it. That's all you see of him. I love those fucking gags. And the Rex Hamilton part is really good because he jumps up out of the chair at Ford's Theater with a magnum in his hand and just starts shooting fucking John Wilkes Booth. Of course, if that had happened in real life, if Abe had outsmarted him and shot him, they would have complained, because they're Democrats, they would have complained that, he killed John Wilkes Booth, a known Democrat, and only killed him because he's a fascist warmonger. William Shatner. I'm trying to remember, did he do an appearance at the beginning of one of the shows? I don't remember. I know that Shatner was a big fan of their work and ended up being in the second Airplane movie. He plays the moon base captain with a fucking periscope that makes no sense. He's always looking through the periscope. Like, what the fuck's he looking at?
Okay.
Yeah, the opening scene, by the way, for Freebie and the Bean is one of my favorite openings to a cop movie. Them having to root through trash to get evidence on a guy. I remember Dr. Joy's brother. She's actually, she ends up getting her shoes shined to get information from the shoe shine boy. The car's all smoky. They were already making this gag back in the 70s. The car full of smoke. Fucked up front end. And of course, this is near the end. This is when it finally, right when he's about to pass him, the car has a blowout inside the engine. It blew a gasket or something. And you see fire coming out from under the grill.
Yeah, I like that. That was funny.
You can see the flames licking from under the grill.
You could hear it too.
And for us, the criminal is the good guy. He got away. We're rooting for the bad guy.
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is it right here. This is it right here.
Yeah.
When they arrest him. Because this guy matches the description. It's fucking
No. That's talking to the DJ, the radio DJ.
Yeah, the one who's
because
been announced.
It was his car. Because it was his car. He was narrating the whole chase, not knowing that it was his car, the one that was being wrecked.
Yep.
There it is. When the car finally dies.
Season, it was going to be Gandhi with an Uzi. Yeah, the second season ended up being the films, even though they also did some of the gags from the movie, like the banana. When Leslie Nielsen looks up the tall guy, I forget his name. He's so tall, his head's above the camera, so all you see is his shoulder. I mean, from his shoulders down.
Yeah. You have something in the corner of your mouth.
Yeah, you have something in the corner of your mouth. He's eating a banana, and he goes like this, and he goes, no, the other side. And he reaches over, does like that. And then you see half a banana fucking fall down. A banana stuck on the side of his mouth. Jesus Christ, that was so fucking funny.
That's a movie I'm never going to watch.
Oh man, that black hole grows and grows.
Shut up.
Yeah, you need to be a little happier.
I am.
There it is. When the guy is getting arrested.
Yep.
I just don't do silly funny because to me it's not funny.
Now we saw three different helicopters.
Gary, how much silly funny can you get?
How silly can you get? Yeah, yeah. So the third helicopter used in this film is, of course, one of my favorites, which is the Bell 500D.
Mm.
And
Nice.
this, of course, is the same helicopter flown by TC and Magnum PI.
The greatest
Which is
TV
also in
show
this
of all
movie.
times.
By the
I
way,
think it's up there, top 10.
Tom Baker says this movie should have Bob Hopkins. Yeah.
What?
It could. This movie should have Bob Hopkins.
Oh, Bob Hopkins. Why?
Oh, it
I
would have
don't know
been
who he
nice.
is.
Not with that attitude.
Fuck off, Martin. You're fired again.
Oh, Hoskins. Not Hopkins, Hoskins. Because I'm like, who the fuck is Bob Hopkins?
Potato.
Bob Hoskins. Now, did you stop it at the end of this, or did you follow through and allow some of the additional footage they had? At the end?
I allowed something.
I liked it. I liked that they did that as a nod to him, because in the new 4K, is it 4K? Was it 4K or just the 2K cleanup that they did that with?
No, this is the 2K cleanup.
It's a 2K cleanup that they did for the release of the Disney produced remake. And it has additional
There you
features
go.
here
Let
at
me-
the end in memory of
HB Toby Halicki. The car crash king.
Yeah.
went out like a fucking champ, trying to make a scene and got killed by a telephone pole. And not the thing that everybody thought it was going to be that would kill him, the water tower. The water tower caused his death, but it wasn't the thing that hit him.
And there he is running the, well, there she is in the passenger.
That's her in the passenger seat, and the stuntman is like driving around doing donuts, and she's fucking laughing, cackling. It's so fucking cool. That's so fucking awesome. Old school open cab fire trucks, 29-year volunteer fireman. First truck I went on had an open cab. There's crazy one is even before those, they had the ones that were had no top. They were not convertibles, they just had no top. And they eventually did away with those because it's dangerous to go on a scene with an open rig.
Yeah, I've only seen those in movies.
It's old stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff that took place in the early 80s going back into the 60s. You see those open ones. So 29 years, man. That's awesome. That's awesome, John. Love that. Some of my favorite moments was yelling at fire department when they mishandled an accident victim. I came up on a scene as a paramedic, got there, and they've got their gear out, and they've got two women from a two-vehicle MVA, and both of them are sitting on the back bumpers of their rigs. And I immediately get out of my rig and I look at their car, and both sides of the windshield are spider webbed. And I'm like, who's in charge here? And guy tells me who's in charge. I said, why are they not on backboards with C-collars? Like, do you see that fucking windshield? Are you trying to kill them? I never had to do that very often. Most of the fire guys I worked with were good guys, knowledgeable. And plus they had their own paramedics too. And that was in Auburn. I think it was Auburn, Washington. It's kind of a podunk area outside Seattle. And I just don't think those guys even know what the fuck they were doing. Middle of the fucking night. Old school open cab fire trucks. 29 years volunteer fireman, first truck.
Yeah, you just read that one.
Past midnight, there is Vienna. Happy birthday to Anima and Rocket Kitty too.
That's right. It's her birthday too tomorrow. She'll be 15.
Oh,
She
she's
just said
pissed.
thank
You
you.
reveal her age.
There she is.
Hello, Rocket Kitty.
So she's 76 years
birthday.
old. She's 76.
Yeah, she doesn't behave like that. She still gets into Rocket Kitty mode when the laser pointer is out. Isn't that right? And she has her 5 minutes.
Well, it's
where
like
she's-
Ivy loves the laser. And she's
Yeah.
like 16 years old.
I think she's a little older than this little one.
Gary.
Gremlin.
Oh, okay. Also, happy birthday from Vinkman's Girl.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, Hughes 500D. That's it. But there is a Bell helicopter in this. Is one of the other helicopters. I don't know what the little grasshopper looking one is. It's got the weird, odd shaped compartment. It's the same helicopter I think used for the Bat helicopter. I'm not sure. Let me go look. That was the Bell 47. Yeah. And that's basically what was in this, one of the helicopters. And then I want to look up helicopters used in Gone in 60 Seconds, 1974. All right. That is Bell 47G. Yeah, the 500D, but I'm looking for the third one. It's not telling me. I know that one. Where's the other one? It's not showing me. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what that smaller helicopter was they showed in it. It's the one with the it's just the 2-seater.
It's tiny. I would never get anything like that.
It really
Well,
looks like a grasshopper to me.
Yeah,
Or
I don't plan
dragonfly,
on being in a
dragonfly.
helicopter ever, if I ever say it.
Oh, I long for being on a helicopter.
I like being in helicopters too. In fact, I was asking my dad that if I go into military, I'd like to be a helicopter pilot. And I asked him, I said, would you get me certified? Would you help me get certified on a helicopter? But we couldn't find anybody that gave lessons.
Hmm.
And the irony is that when I finally did take my ASVABs, one of the top things I could be is a helicopter pilot with my scores.
Not a fighter pilot, though. And
Let
I
me
believe
look it up.
helicopter is more difficult to learn.
Yeah, is the most difficult aerial vehicle.
Keep that one up. TH-55.
Yep.
Let me look it up, man, because that might be it right there. That's it. That's it. That's the one. That's the one that got me. Yeah, that's one that looks like a fucking dragonfly. It's so weird looking to me. And here, I'll pull it up.
Please don't.
I'll whip it out. Are you ready?
Oh, no.
Here-
Oh, no.
Here it comes.
I gotta go.
Whip it good.
I love that song, Whip It Good.
There you go.
Crack that whip. Break your mama's back. That's the one right there. It's the TH.
Oh, it's Danish.
What?
Isn't that? I know Swedish.
No, well, it's not made by Sweden. It's
No. The
made by
Swedish Air
Hughes.
Force is because
Yeah. It's the Hughes TH-55 Osage, and it's such a weird one because it really looks like a dragonfly to me. It's so weird looking.
and with that color, even more.
Yeah. But that was the third helicopter used in the film, right there. So there you go. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it, Alpha. It's the Swedish Air Force. Bork, bork, bork. Bork, bork, bork. I was never jump certified, and I jumped out of a helicopter. I jumped exactly 4.5, 5 feet, and broke my ankle.
Broke your, yeah.
Because it was a night. It was a night. He was supposed to land, and he didn't put the skids down, and I had to jump down to the ground, and I could barely see it. And I jumped down and didn't realize it was a grade, and so my right foot hit before my left foot hit, and it caused me to gank the shit out of my right ankle. And I realized I felt it. I felt it, and I went, that broke. It's either that or I really sprained the shit out of it because I felt popping. And there was crepitus afterward too, which I felt popping when I walked. And I decided to leave my boots on because it kept the swelling down.
I love how they chewed you out later and told you should have seen the medic. You were the fucking medic. There was nothing
I'm like,
you could have
what are
done.
you talking about? I'm the medic, and I prescribed for myself, don't take your boot off. It will work to keep your ankle together. It'll help you. And I was able to walk on it for 2 days. Let's see. Hi, everyone. Just popped in to drop a like. Hope y'all are having a good one. By the way, Cam, it is Anna's birthday right now after midnight over there in Austria. So if you would like to wish her a happy birthday, now's the time. Although I don't know if she deserves it with that lump of coal heart she has.
Fuck off. I hope all of you show up tomorrow when we do a show on my birthday. That is not a movie that I hate, hopefully. I haven't seen it yet.
What are we doing tomorrow?
Oh, They Live.
They Live.
They Live.
Yeah, I will never let you forget it. You ruined my last birthday with fucking Airplane.
Ruined, Brian.
We'll watch it. We can watch right after the show here. So, anyway, we're going to get the fuck out of here, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. It was nice. Like Mephisto was here for an hour and a half. It was nice.
Yeah, way longer than usually. I like that.
Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the interviews with Ronald D. Moore, who wrote the co-wrote the screenplay for Gone in 60 Seconds 2, and his explanation of the death. And then you see the contradiction in how he died when you hear his widow, Denise Halicki, give the details of when she was there. I tend to believe her version of the story better.
Well, the thing is, she was there, but she didn't see it because she had her back to the whole thing. So she only knows what they told her. And that,
but she would have turned around and she would have seen everything.
Yeah.
And
but they wouldn't let her go
I'm sure
there.
she heard.
They held her back.
Yeah.
So it must have looked pretty awesome.
So I want to thank Snorty, John Whitaker, Slasher Fred, John the Beagle Dad, Penny, Shinatsky, James Jameson, Awesome One, Tom Baker over on Rumble, 11 Alpha, Vinkman's Girl, and Cam's Crash Courses. Thank you guys so much for being here. And Alpha, thanks for the information on the helicopters. I deeply appreciate that, man. Because I've got that deep drawer and I've got a slow retrieval system, and it's a little faulty as I get older. So it's nice to have people like you out there that know the information. So I always like that, and I deeply appreciate it. So anyway, wait, we got a video for Vinkman's Girl. Is it in this studio? Ghostbusters?
I don't know.
I'm not seeing it so far because I always want to play her video too. Okay, we're going to go to main shows, and I'm going to bet it's in there. Yeah, here it is. This one's for you.
Hey, where do these stairs go? They go up.
One of my favorite lines in that movie.
Yeah.
That one, and they hate that. It drives them crazy. And you got to know what he's doing that he says that about. You got to be a fan. You got to fuck. Like, you know what it's for? Martin, do you know what that line is from in Ghostbusters? Anima?
What line?
They hate that. Drives them crazy.
No idea.
He walks into Dana's apartment and puts his two fingers and does the on the key on the piano keys. Does the little creepy high note little thing. Yes, they hate that. It drives them crazy.
Okay. I've only seen these movies once, so
Ghostbusters is like one of my favorite Bill Murray quote movies. Like, just great fucking line. It's sort of like as good as it gets for Jack Nicholson. Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah.
Is Bill Murray's like great. It's like dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
I love that he quoted it in the movie that we just watched.
That's until Dickless here turned off the grid. Is this true? Yes. This man has no dick.
One of my favorite scenes is where he's asking her if she's on her period, and the other guy's like, what does that have to do with this? Back off.
Which is an important thing in real life.
I know.
Because with hauntings, they got this whole thing where girls having their periods are involved with the Great American Haunting, which they made a movie with Donald Sutherland. And it's not a very good movie. It's not that interesting a story, but apparently menstruation can cause telekinetic things to happen, depending on how
gives us
powerful.
superpowers. It still sucks.
Yeah. So they think it's a haunting, but it's not a haunting at all. But I also brought up As Good as It Gets, and so I got to play this one now.
How do you write women so well?
I think of a man, and I take away reason and accountability.
The look on her face.
Our face just falls. I love it. It's so good.
Oh my God. Tell me when we get to 20, I'm going to throw up. Oh, that's right. When they're going up the floors. Oh my God. I love that movie so much. All right. We're going to get out of here, guys. Thanks for being here today. We appreciate it. It's fun hanging out with you guys. And this is a movie I really love. And it's funny because I haven't seen this movie since the 80s. And it was so much fun watching this again. It was almost like watching it for the first time. I forgot all about the fucking tiger.
Oh, yeah. Your reaction was gold to that.
I was like, oh, fuck no, shit. Like, no. That's a whole bunch of nope. Because I know how dangerous fucking tigers are. Lions, I feel more comfortable with. They're a little more fucking chill. Tigers, not so chill. And anyway, we're going to get out of here, guys. Everybody have a great Friday. We will see you mañana for another movie, which Martin is not going to be here for. And it's one of the movies he wanted to be here for.
No, I worked around. I decided not to go to the first day of the con because it's not that interesting for me.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm sorry.
So I'm going to go only on, instead of Saturday and Sunday, I will only go Sunday.
So, but you'll get your beaver back tomorrow. And I'm not talking about Mildred. I'm talking about the actual beaver.
Well, technically, it would be tonight.
I'm gonna get a little beaver tonight, and then maybe some Saturday. Who's there? Kurtzman? Wait, what are you talking about? Oh, is that why the con sucks? Because Kurtzman's there? Martin?
What? Oh, no. It's a Star Wars con. But it's made by by fans. Yes.
So is it Ryan Johnson? Is it Ryan Johnson?
No.
Ruin Johnson?
No.
Ruin. No? Okay. All right. Well, we're going to fuck off, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Going to be a fun day. I hope everybody's here. Invite some friends over. Maybe we can drink some beer. We might get some beer. I think we'll get some beer. All right. Anyway, everybody have a great night. Don't forget John will be playing later.
Yes.
And Martin will be there for that. And then after that, you've always got Friday Night Frolics with Doomcock, our good friend. So please check his shows out. I love when he does the fucking karaoke shit. God damn. 4 fucking hours of karaoke one night.
That's Tony Stark, not Doomcock.
No, Doomcock do it too.
Does
he
it
does
too.
it too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, they're friends. You know, Tony Stark and he are friends. And of course, what's his name? It's also a good friend of his, Fett. I forgot his first name. Something Fett.
No, Fett for Hire?
Fett for Hire. Fett for Hire does a lot of his graphics and shit, and he likes that shit too. So, but man, look, Friday Night Frolics is always good for a fun time. Do not miss Doomcock's live streams, man. They're awesome. It's a party, man, in his pants. So we are out of here. Yeah, Fett for Hire is awesome, Cam. Anyway, we're the fuck out of here, guys. We love you. We'll talk to you later. See you tomorrow, man. Have a good night.
See you tomorrow.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
Matt Damon.